me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. From the back of the I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle. Yeah. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. From the back of the I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Four down, check. Here we go. Wide eight.
First down, Prescott. He completes it to Pete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. On 1st and 10, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. The give is to Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ready.
Here's a carry for P. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the catch is made over the middle by Whalen. And they work this out past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Awesome. Hey. Get out. We go 46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. A first down carry by Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
A second down throw for Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the... It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Winston looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Ready. Blue lady.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 3rd down, that's Jones. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we Them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's convert.
They'll go with Jones. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ready. Black 25.
3rd and goal. Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Yeah, baby. Done.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Noah Spence. in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. 1st down, Winston. And this one caught up by Cameron Brate. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Complete. He finds Brate. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing, Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll go again to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bucs want Jones to take this running back job and run with it, literally and figuratively, as he's back there on first down. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Jameis on second down. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down. Winston on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jalen Smith able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Jones. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go to Elliott again. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Play action now. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there of 22. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Left side completion to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Winston now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Now Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. Blue ready.
Here's Winston. He's got Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back now in Tampa. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Boy, here we go. 46. 41's the whip. Here we go. 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On play action, Prescott. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Hey, sub.
Jameis to throw it. Evans has it left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run it with Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Second down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Winston. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage can officially salt this one away. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
go now.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout, as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. One back in the game. That's Jones, second and goal.
550.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we're going right there. 26.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
26.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now. Blue lining.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Over.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Winston here to throw. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us